Morning again, Yveka. And if all else fails, you can also chat about the weather in the queue. Of course, always a great topic of conversation. And if you are standing either enjoying the sunshine or bracing the cold, you can send us those pictures and we'll air them to see whether we got that weather right today. So on Wednesday, you'll see that we have this thick band of cloud and rainfall extending across South Africa from the northern interior all the way through to the eastern Cape coastline. Lots of cloud over there, and under that cloud, temperatures will stay very cool throughout the day, and of course we're also expecting wet weather within that. Then in the southwest, we've had a cold front arrive on Wednesday morning, and that's brought in some persistent rainfall, and we're expecting rainfall much of the day over the southwestern part, of the 60% chance of rain due to the cold front, an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms is forecast into the Free State and parts of the Eastern Cape, with that chance of rainfall decreasing as we head further north, as well as into the extreme southern parts of Gauteng, with showers and thunderstorms reaching the southern part of KwaZulu-Natal by Wednesday night. And of course the day started off with some fog and drizzle along the northeastern escarpments. Here's that cold front arriving just before 6 o'clock, bringing in rainfall with it and lots of cloud. You'll see it moving through to the south coast by Wednesday evening, and of course that band of cloud and rainfall starts to head eastward as the day continues, reaching the southern part of KwaZulu-Natal later on in the day, but clear conditions are expected in the northeast. In fact, we're expecting dry and warm weather on Wednesday, 24 degrees for Pretoria and Polokwane, 30 for Phalaborwa, 28 for Bombela with a warm afternoon, mild for Johannesburg at 22, with highs in the mid-20s, and the chance of thunderstorms for Vryburg, Mahikeng and Potchefstroom. Cloudy, wet and cool as we head towards the Free State and the Eastern Cape, with highs mainly in the teens and low 20s. You'll also see thunderstorms reaching Pietermaritzburg later on in the day, but first we're expecting a high of around 30 degrees. We stick at that high as we head towards the coastline with a fresh northeasterly wind for Durban and Richards Bay. A fresh westerly wind is forecast from Port Elizabeth with a maximum temperature of 20 degrees. And along the east coast, we're expecting a 2 metre south-southeasterly swell. 19 for Beaufort West and Graaff-Reinet, as well as Worcester. You'll see a bit of rain over the southwestern parts with showers and thunderstorms as we head towards the Eastern Cape. Cloudy and wet for Plettenberg Bay and Jeffreys Bay at 19 and 18 degrees with a moderate to fresh westerly wind. And we're expecting strong westerly winds for Cape Agulhas at 19, with fresh northwesterly winds for Muizenberg and Hermanus at 18 and 20, with a 2 metre south-southwesterly swell. In the Northern Cape, you'll see chilly temperatures, especially over the western parts, a mere 13 degrees for Sutherland, with most of that cloud and rainfall over the eastern parts of the province, but we'll start to see things clearing out from the west as the day continues. 23 degrees for Appington. Cool along the west coast with a chance of rain and cloud for Langebaan and Cape Town, both at 18, with a light southerly breeze for Alexander Bay at 19, and we're expecting a 2.5 metre southwesterly swell along the western coastline. On Thursday, we're still forecasting some rain along the eastern Cape coast, and you'll see thunderstorms moving in over Bombela and Richards Bay. Cooler weather reaches the eastern part of South Africa. Still mild to warm over the northeastern parts, with temperatures remaining in the 20s for much of South Africa. But then as we head into Friday, you'll see sunny conditions over the western and southern part of the country, with temperatures warming up. Bombela and Richards Bay still with a chance of rain, with maximum temperatures expected to peak in the low 20s. That's all from the Weather Centre for now. We'll be back after the break with more election coverage. Stay with eNCA.